So this whole passage is about Aeneas talking to his dad Anchises in the underworld, and Anchises is going to describe the future glory of the Romans, so we're going to see a lot of future tenses here. So he begins by saying, others will strike out breathing bronzes, like breathing bronze statues, more gently or more softly. I believe even they will draw out or draw forth from marble living countenances or like living faces, and they will say causes better. That means like they'll maybe plead cases better, or they'll say the reasons for things better in philosophy. They will describe with a compass the courses of the sky, and they will say the rising stars, like they'll describe, as in describe. You, Roman, so now we're going to get a contrast. So this all refers to the Greeks, and now we're going to get what the Romans will do. You, Romans, remember to rule the peoples with authority or with power. These will be for you the arts. To place the custom for the purpose of peace, so to place like the rule of law, to spare to the conquered, and to war down or to like defeat the proud. Thus Father Anchises, and he added these things, or he adds these things to those, or for those wondering. This refers to Aeneas and the Sibyl, because they're probably just standing there totally amazed. Look, as the distinguished Marcellus, this is the elder Marcellus, with the spolia opima, those are the weapons of the defeated general, enters as a victor, and he excels all men. This horseman, because I guess he started as a cavalryman, this cavalryman will establish the Roman affair, with a great crowd disturbing, and this great crowd disturbing is going to refer to these two things. He will lay low the Phoenicians and the Gallic rebellion. The third captured arms, he will hang to, or like suspend for Father Quirinus, which was one of the gods. And here Aeneas altogether, for he was seeing a man distinguished in form or in beauty to go, and with gleaming arms, but a forehead happy too little, and with eyes on a dejected countenance, or with lights or eyes on a turned down countenance, like his face. Who is that one, Father, who accompanies the man going? So this is like the younger Marcellus is accompanying the older Marcellus. So this part's sad because tradition has it that when Virgil read this part of the poem to Augustus and Octavia's daughter was Marcellus, this younger Marcellus that we're going to read about. And when she heard this part, because Marcellus died young, she fainted because she was so saddened by it. So he says, who, Father, is that one who that man, the older Marcellus going, accompanies? A son or someone from the great stock of grandsons? Let's see, this is like, what an uproar around that comrade. How much of a likeness in him, like how similar he is to the older Marcellus. But a dark night flies around the sad, or with a sad shade. Then Father Anchises, with tears having welled up, began, O son, or continued, O son, don't seek the huge grief of your own, like of your people. The fates will only show this one to the countries or to the lands. So they're only going to show him, he's not going to be allowed to live for longer. Neither further will they allow, brackets, him to be. Too much to you, as in like to you fates, the Roman offspring seemed powerful. So too powerful seem the Roman offspring to you all. Ones above, maybe okay, so not the fates, but the gods, ones above. If these gifts would have been your own, like one's own, so if these gifts had been, maybe if these gifts had been to the Romans, if this Marcellus were allowed to live, then even the gods would think that he's too powerful. So that field of Mars will lead such great groans of men next to the great city. So during the funeral of Marcellus is what this is referring to, that there'll be tremendous lamentation near the field of Mars. Or what funerals or downfalls will you see Tiber? So this is addressing the Tiber River, or the god of the Tiber. So what funerals you will see Tiber when they Praetor Labyrinthus, when they glide by, when they glide by the recent funeral mound, so the recent tomb, because he was just recently buried, when the people glide by the recent funeral tomb. Nor will any boy from the Trojan people lift the Latin grandparents into such hope, or in such hope, nor will Roman land vaunt itself ever in in any nursling or in any child. So nor will any Roman land vaunt itself so much, tantum, ever in any child. How piety, so like alas piety, alas pure faith, unconquered right hand in war. It's kind of addressing or exclaiming all of these things. This is all about Marcellus, the younger Marcellus that died. Not will actually nobody, so no, not anyone ever, not anyone will have carried himself to that one unpunished. So no one will ever have carried himself to that one unpunished, as in like if anyone comes to fight him, they're all going to be punished. To that one armed, meeting that one armed, so no one can meet Marcellus armed and defeat him. Or when as a footman he would go against the enemy, or when he would pierce with spurs the sides of this foaming horse. Alas, boy to be pitied, if in any way you would break the harsh fates, you will be Marcellus. Give with hands full lilies, I will sprinkle purple flowers, and by these gifts, at any rate, I may honor the soul of grandson, and I will perform the inane custom, or the empty custom. Thus, all around, having wandered through the entire region, or in the entire region of the air, it's like the region of souls, in fields far and wide, they survey all things. Afterwards, Anchises led the sun through each thing, so per singula, which through each thing one by one, or which things one by one afterwards Anchises led the sun through. He incites the soul with love of fame coming. From there, he recalls to the man, as in to Aeneas, what wars must be finally born, and and how he may teach the Lentian people and the city of the Latins, and in what mode each task he may flee and he may carry. There are twin gates of sleep, of which one is said to be made of horn, in which easily is given an exit to true shades. Another, made shining with gleaming elephant, but false dreams the dead send to the sky. Either to these gates or with these words, and you can see the remaining translation here, but I'm out of time.